Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for joining another comparison video here on Factor of Games. I'm your host, Greg, and today we're going to take a look at Mortal Kombat 1 running on the Steam Deck Oled and the Steam Deck LCD. This is a video that's usually of interest whenever I put any Mortal Kombat 1 videos out, because they actually have not gotten the game to run a complete like 60 frames per second or a solid 60 frames per second. They're still having issues with it, and we're trying to see how well we can get that to run today. So they have done some updates, they have done some patching. I'm sure there's been some optimization in there, but I don't believe we're still seeing the solid 60 that everybody desires for fighting games. So let's go ahead and jump in. We've taken a look. There's nothing special you have to do. No special protons or anything like that. You can go with the standard, the built-in controller configuration. And again, your OLED is on the top, LCD is on the bottom. We'll see how they run. There may be some shader optimization we have to go through here for a second, so I might skip over this. All right, now taking a look at the game. Let's go into our settings. We'll kind of see where we're sitting at. Go all the way down to graphics, and you can see everything's pretty much on both devices on low. It's set for 1280 by 800 is the base resolution. I do have FSR2 running in ultra performance on both, so that's giving us a much lower resolution, render resolution. You can see that it's like 427 by 267, super low. VSync is turned off, graphic presets are set to low. Both devices can go up to 60 frames per second. Not that they will, but they can. And then the system cursor, is turned off, I believe, on both. Yep. So let's jump in here really fast, and let's go all the way down to benchmark. This is the first thing I like to do, is just to kind of get a baseline. So we'll let the device run, take a look and see how it performs on its own. Now again, we're probably going to see very similar FPS. I don't think we're going to get too far ahead on the OLED. I think we may actually see it go up into the, we'll call it into the upper 50s. 54, 51, 52, back down to 48. They're running very similar. Lower power usage, as you can see on the OLED. Right now it's 19.9 to 20. LCD, as normal, is running 23 to 24 watts, higher, a few watts higher than the actual OLED is. In terms of performance, we got 46% on the LCD, or 46 frames on the LCD, 50 frames per second on the OLED. So a little bit better, which is normal. We see about 4 frames per second, usually 4 to 5 frames from the OLED to the LCD. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Now, what we can do, the benchmark's one thing. Let's just bypass the benchmark now. We're done. Well, we're done with it. Let's go up to versus. And sorry, I had a spider crawling on me for some reason. Let's go up to versus now. Let's do a local. Now, let's see what we get when we're actually in a match. So right now we're running right underneath 60 on the OLED, which is actually really good. It has gotten better. Not solid 60, it's not locked, but it's gotten pretty good. And the LCD is not far off. It's kind of picking up. It's hitting 60 here and there. They're both doing pretty well at this point. I'm not gonna lie. They're actually performing quite well. I believe previously we were talking about 40-some frames per second. We can kind of see it's holding pretty steady. It's close to 60. It's gotten much better. It was way off before. It was like between 35, 45 when it first launched, and then it went to like 45 to 50. Now we're really getting close to 60. They may be able to do it. I don't know. I don't know if there's any more optimization they can pull. I guess if they went to FSR 3 and then they essentially did frame generation, there might be a way to do that. But at this point, I don't think that's a possibility. I think they're probably going to leave it on FSR 2 at the highest level. Battery time, if you're playing on the OLED, you can probably expect to get this couple hours for sure. Let's see, can we go? I can't really play with this. So what I may end up doing here, since we've seen what they're both running very similar, I'll take one away. Give me a second, and then we'll just go with the OLED, and we'll see how it performs online. Okay, now we've got just the OLED, so let's take a look at an online match. We'll kind of add a little bit extra. So we're done with the comparison pretty much. You can see they're running very similar. But let's try jumping online to see if we can actually get a match and see if we get similar performance. I'm just going to go casual versus. We'll just see if we can jump into one really quick. Again, the one thing you'll have to do is forgive Starlink. It does have a higher latency than most online connections, so sometimes it's going to be good, sometimes it's going to be a little bit off. This one looks pretty good. In terms of like, we've got full connection service, or full connection bars. But you can see how long it takes to load in. It does take quite a bit of time. I guess I had Homelander. I haven't even used Homelander, so I'm going to use Scorpion. Not that I'm great. Actually, though, you know what? Let me try Homelander. I haven't had a chance to play him. And let's see. We'll choose
Serena.
You can see already there's some
Chameleon.
definite issues.
The flesh pits.
You need me.
And this is mostly Starlink, I would imagine.
I would never entrust you.
We'll see if it
with our
stabilizes on the
safety.
game play itself. These are, as far as I know, these are 30 frames per second cutscenes or loading screens. So I don't think you should be expecting to see, 60 frames per second.
Round one. Fight.
Oh. I haven't even... I'm trying to get... Oh, God. It's going to be bad. 56. There we go. 52. Let me use this person's like, God, this guy's set. I don't even know any of the moves. 53, 54, 55. I mean, this overall is not horrible for online. I mean, it's not ideal. Trust me, I don't think I want to say that, oh, this is perfect. But it's better than I expected. Let's just say that. From when I've previously done testing on the device, I had actually stopped playing Mortal Kombat on the Steam Deck months ago, right? When I was just like, okay, it's just really not there. But this is not as bad. This is actually pretty solid experience. I'm not getting out of here because, again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Wow, they were able to block that too. Alright. Good on them. Take me out. Finish them. Oh, they missed. Oh well. Yeah, not horrible. Definitely getting there. Oh boy, if they could just get just a little bit more to lock it to 60. That's really where this would be on par with like Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is still my favorite Mortal Kombat. It's just so polished. I actually do have a comparison video of the Steam Deck running Mortal Kombat 11 against the Nintendo Switch, and it runs super well on the Nintendo Switch. So it's quite impressive what they were able to do. But for Mortal Kombat 1, it's still not there yet. I think it's really close. And I wanted to give this last, since Homelander came out, I wanted to give this update, do the comparison between the Steam Deck OLED and the LCD. In terms of the LCD, my expectation is that you're going to see, a few frames per second less when playing online. So if we averaged 53, I'm guessing, then we'd probably average 50 on the OLED or on the LCD. So I think that's going to do it for this comparison. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel and get the updates for when the daily poll goes out. I run a daily poll that is for the Weekly Factor, which is the Saturday show. It's a live stream. We go through, look at 5 different games that are voted on by the community, and then I pick one, and we kind of see how they perform on both the Legion Go and the OLED. And if you also haven't, click that like button. Let others know this is a good video, if you thought it was. And in the comments, put who your favorite Mortal Kombat character is, or your favorite Mortal Kombat game. Anything in the franchise. It could be Sub-Zero on the N64. But yeah, just let me know which one you like. Other than that, I will talk to you soon. Thank you again, folks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.